Hey guys, back with the Taurus today, and this is going to be, I guess, a goodbye, final tour, everything, it's going to be the last video of the car, so it's kind of a bittersweet moment right now. Well, the sweet part is that I have the car that I really wanted. The bitter part is getting rid of this car that, was my grandma's car, and in a way I kind of grew up in it. I mean, I was around it when I was little, and I remember it and everything, but I wasn't necessarily living in the thing. It's just a car, though, I got to remind myself, and my grandma, she wasn't, she really likes my Focus, and she goes, if you can get a better car, do so. So, just gonna be the last video of the car. I just detailed it, getting ready to sell it, so still have minor things I need to do to the car, but for the most part, it's pretty detailed. I waxed it, armored it all up, everything, typical stuff you do when you get rid of your car. So, anyways, I'll just start by saying the history of the car. This was my grandma's car. She special ordered it in November of 2001. The car is built in December of 2001, and she got it in January after Christmas and all that stuff. I'll show you right here. December of 2001. And she's owned it ever since. They've taken care of it. It was a Michigan car for like 9 or 10 years, so it's got rust on it from the salt and everything. It's not bad yet, but after this winter, it's going to be pretty bad. As you can see right here, if the camera will focus in on it, there's rust bubbling right there, and that was not there when I got the car, so it's getting colder out now and stuff like that, so it's going to start expanding and all that. And when we took this cover off, it was all full of rust. Like, they're barely holding on, so it's pretty amazing. But these wheels really do look good. I'm going to miss them. I'm going to miss the calipers, or the drums, which are pretty easy to do, so I'll do that to mine. Took the blind spot mirror off because I really like that mirror. I waxed it, clay barred it. That mark is going to stay there, obviously. The sunroof, I'm going to miss the sunroof. I'm going to try to get one of those in my Focus eventually. It's going to be like $500 just to get a pop-up one, so I'll have to weigh my options, whether or not it'll be worth it or not. But for the good part, I did get tint the windows, which I can't take that with me. Took the exhaust tip off, took the plate cover off. I'm going to keep the plate because it's a vintage. I wish I could keep it for my Focus, but oh well, can't do that. I got a new one instead, so free upgrade. But it is the Arizona beige tri-coat or metallic exterior. And coming over here, yes, typical Taurus. It's not as bad as the ones that have been up in Michigan their whole life, but still, it's pretty bad. When my dad did this work right here, it's starting to come out, so we just got to get rid of it. And my rust repair, my ghetto rust repair, locking gas cap. And my dad did this when he was trying to grind the rust off a few months ago. And another thing I'm getting rid of the car is, from the main reason, is the rear struts. It sags like bad. You can't tell now, but when I have a full tank of gas, it sags like ridiculous. So I need to siphon the gas or something out to make it look better when people come look at it. And the transmission is another thing that bothered me, so I just figured, my car got a steal on it, so, why not? I didn't polish headlights out, not that they really needed it. They pretty much clear. I plastied up the grill a few months back, so it looks black and darker now. Then down there's my little LED lights, $20 LEDs, never do that again. Then the mirror caps, which I really like, but coming on in, I do have ABS. My car does not have that, so that'll be interesting. As I said, the interior is not totally detailed, but today is a nice day to do it. You have this cloth seats that have held up great for only 118,000 miles. Very light wear. The car's always, cleaned by my grandma. She had it detailed and such over the years, but as you can see, it's pretty clean. Carpet's pretty good material. Let me take this out. It's really annoying. Floor mats, I might leave those in. I don't know if I'll take them or not. But everything's pretty good so far. Lights for the LEDs right there. I'm gonna start the car because it is rather cold out today. It's like 35 degrees, so it's getting cold out now. Technically be a cold start, I just moved it out of the garage. So, as you can see, the silver bezel around the gauges, I did do that a few weeks ago. But it was pretty cool, and then there was a cluster because I was going to switch the needles out. See, well, I might as well switch the needles, and I lost the other one, so that's from a 99 Taurus. So it's a little bit different shaped, which nobody's really going to pay attention to when they're looking at the car, so whatever. Steering wheel, I was going to get a leather one, but this one was too nice to replace anyways, so why not keep it. Tweeters I did add, which if you have a Taurus, guys, and you don't have these tweeters, do so. It's very easy to do, and it just enhances the sound so much more. I'm definitely going to probably get tweeters for my Focus, even though they're going to be aftermarket. I like the sound clarity they give out. Really nice. Everything is soft touch. This is such an ergonomically friendly car. I mean, I'm really going to miss it. I mean, if I could keep both, I honestly would, but obviously people have to pay off, so. Over here you have a 4-speed automatic with overdrive, with your black trim around here, which the O2s and below did. Not the O3s, they just, no color contrast at all, just me. I didn't take this mount with me too for my GPS. That's from the Chrysler actually, so keep that with me. And over here's my box of stuff I took out of the car, and I don't know if I ever showed it before, but here's the window sticker. Feel free to pause it. And the audio, I did take the subwoofer out because I'm going to get it in the Focus, but the audio sounds pretty good with the Mach amplifier, so, and I'm going to leave this in there because I don't need it, but as you can hear, there's nothing on, but it does pack a little punch. I mean, it's not a bass, but it's still pretty good audio. Sunroof, I'm going to miss that again, as I said, but this one was a little bit leaky around here. As you can see, the water stains, so I'm not going to miss that. These visors and the high-quality headliner is what I'm really going to miss, but again, the negatives outweigh the positive at this moment, and be more financially correct to keep that rather than this. But I could have easily driven it through the winter and had no problem. Ash tree down there, which was never used. Key fob, the LED switch under there, glove storage or center console, soft touch, everything. Glove box has all of its original manuals. I might take this little envelope with me because it's just cool. But there's everything there. The subwoofer, as I said, is not under the seat. So I pop the hood, trunk, and I think that's about it for the front seat. So there you go. One last look. And it's locked, like always. Looking back here, I even need to get these floor mats out also, but as you can see, the back seat is pretty much mint. I mean, only me and my sister rode in it when we were little, so not much wear. Back here, you did get the air vents, which was a really nice touch. Even when I was little, I thought that was cool. So, cup holders, which were rarely used. Seat backs, dual mat pockets, whatever you want to call them. And it's pretty comfortable, but you do get whiplash like a MFer back here. And there is my ghetto headrest seat mod, as you guys have probably seen. I don't know if you have, but there it is. I failed miserably. And when I was little, I always used to pick at these, and I like broke them off. And it's like this one's broke because I picked at it when I was like 4 or 5. But anyways, that's all. Just got to sit in there. And I did put Lincoln LS speakers back here, $5 from the junkyard. So if you guys can get like factory upgraded audio from the junkyard, if they're not popped, go ahead and do that. Way more money efficient if you want to do that. Sunroof motor, if your sunroof broke, that always came down. Little drug storage back there, which I never used, but this thing would always pop out because the teeth were warped, I guess, or in the carpet. We just wore out because when I was little, I used to hit it like that and take it down and stuff. So I guess I ruined it over the years, but I had to punch it up in there just to get it to stay. 2 shit handles in the rear. And again, I'm going to miss this car, but I'm not. No subwoofer under there. Front, rear. And it's really comfortable. See, everything falls through the rear. And that's a hotel card in there from the springtime. When we took it to Florida, or my grandma did drive the car to and from Florida several times, and it's given her no problem whatsoever. Coming back here, the trunk is pretty much new. I mean, net right there. I'm just gonna leave it with the car because we don't need it for nothing. There's my full-size spare I put in the car with the older Continental type light trunk liner, which I have taken out several times to replace these lights because there must be a short in there, so I just leave it like that. And then the amp is in there. This pulled back and I lost the push pin, so the amp is right there for if you want to upgrade your audio. Real easy. Took the exhaust off, as you can see. Again, really sharp looking car, honestly. I took all the stickers off, but honestly, I'd still take that car. That's where the ugly part is. Over here, when I was taking the sub out, the guy that did the sub for me did a very good job. I mean, a thief couldn't take anything, but I honestly had a worse time taking it out because the panels, he had it tucked in, but I had to get under there and make it all look neat again. If you understood that. But yeah, I'll do that later. Passenger side. My box of crap in the car. I guess you don't need to see the seat. I mean, they all look the same, obviously. But there's the front again. Just want to show this car real good one last time. For sale sign. But I do have Sylvania Silver Star ZXEs in there, which will not fit in my Taurus or Focus. And this motor, say what you want about it, but it's a very reliable motor, and it's not very powerful, which I got used to. Just the transmission choices they made were really bad. So, and the timing belt needs to be replaced, and I'm not going to get stuck doing that. Too much fun to get done. But motor's fine. I would take this car across country any day. I honestly would. I trust it. K9 air filter, drilled out airbox, sort of. Yeah, you drive like that. Okay, hood liner, my Focus does not have that, which dampens it up quite a bit. Oil was just changed, and that's about it for under the hood. I did replace the battery with the Focus, and so older battery. And the hood is pretty much mint, no rock chips or anything, just minor ones. Do one last walk around of the car. This video is getting kind of long. But I hope you guys enjoyed this car as much as I have. I mean, the past few months, even though you were never really around it. Hope you enjoyed seeing videos on it and such. I mean, still a good car. But I'm just going to enjoy the Focus more. So, anyways, this is going to be the last video of the Taurus. Maybe I'll make a driving video, but if I don't, I obviously won't have one. But, front tires, everything's doing good. Won't miss the brakes though. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this final goodbye of the Taurus. And thanks for watching, guys. Talk to y'all later.